Hello there and welcome. I've got a message for you that can, like that, it'll change your life. I'm going to take you back a long ways back, possibly before you were born or maybe even your parents, back to 1961. I had a man come into my life and I was losing. I was really losing. I was unhappy. I was sick. I was broke. I was 26 years old. And I was always broke. And this guy said, why don't you change what you're doing? And I remember he always had money. And one day he took out this roll of bills and he said, you see this stuff, Bob? He said, it can't talk, but it can hear. And if you call it, it'll come. Well, I had a lot of people try and help me over the years, but he approached it totally different than anybody else. And I'm going to tell you, he had my attention. Money doesn't talk, but it can hear. And if you call it, it'll come. We call it mentally. Now, you've probably seen The Secret. We talked about the law of attraction. Well, the law of attraction in The Secret was left a little bit short. We didn't explain how it works. See, the law of attraction is a secondary law. The primary law is the law of vibration. Your brain is an electronic switching station. And when you think, it controls the vibration that you're in. Now, when you move into a prosperous vibration, I'm going to tell you, you're going to start attracting this stuff. Now, look it. I was earning $4,000 a year at the time, and I owed $6,000 when I first heard this. I have earned millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars over the years. And I do earn millions of dollars, but it was a strange thing. I took off. I started to do what this man told me. I did exactly what he told me, and he got me into reading good books, got me into reading Napoleon Hill. And my income went to 175 in a year, and then it went over $1 million. But I started to wonder what's happened. Do you see, I really didn't believe that there was some emotional or capricious God on a cloud that looked down and said, well, I think we'll give Bob a turn now. I don't think that happened. And I don't believe in luck. In fact, Voltaire said we invented the word luck to express the known effects of unknown causes. When we don't know how something happens, rather than think and try and trace it back to the cause, we say, well, it was luck, good luck, bad luck. Yeah, well, there isn't any such thing in an orderly universe. But at any rate, I wanted to find out why I was winning. I did not buy into the idea that I was lucky. And I was raised to believe that if you're going to earn a lot of money, you got to be really smart. Now, I knew I wasn't that smart. But I was earning a lot of money. I only had 2 months high school. I had no business experience. Yet I was building a pretty successful business, operated in 7 cities and 3 countries. And so, it caused a conflict. I had to wonder why this happened, how did it happen? And I began to study. Now, I ended up leaving my own company and joining the Nightingale-Conant Corporation in Chicago. Earl Nightingale and Lloyd Conant were really the founders of the Nightingale-Conant Corporation, and the Nightingale-Conant Corporation originated the idea of self-help material in recorded fashion as we know it today. I was fortunate enough to work with both of these men. Now, I was only there a short time, and I was having dinner at Lloyd Conant's house. We were just eating in the kitchen. And I asked Lloyd, I said, Lloyd, how did you start this company? Because they didn't start a company, they started an industry. And Lloyd he would tell me a story. He would look off and raise his hand, and he'd be looking off. He was letting his mind go back in time and space. Well, wherever he went, I went with him. And he said, I was given a little green book, and I spent all weekend studying it. He said, actually, I've never started studying it or stopped studying it. But he said, on Monday morning, I made up my mind I was going to build a world-class organization. Now, just like that, I wasn't interested in the company anymore. I wanted to know what the little green book was. And it was the science of getting rich. Now, think about that. The science of getting rich. See, getting rich, there's an absolute science to it. Now, this is not pie in the sky. I have been studying this religiously for well over 50 years. I'm very good at it. I've taught it all over the world. And I started to study that book. That was in 1968, and I have never stopped. This Science of Getting Rich seminar is the most transformational program that you'll ever get involved in. There's part lecture and then learning in experiential situations where you start working with the people at your table. It's done at round tables. It's phenomenal. The energy in the room will just blow you away. It changes lives. We have people come from all over the world to these Science of Getting Rich seminars. I take what I've learned and we've broken it all down. We take the book apart. We take it point by point. And you will walk out of this seminar a totally different person. Now, Sandra Gallagher teaches this seminar with me. She is a piece of work in herself. I'm going to tell you, her gray matter is way beyond mine. I mean, she graduated from university as the top banking lawyer in all of the United States. And then she built an enormously successful practice. But she left that because of this program and joined our company. Now she runs the company today. She's my business partner. She's going to be teaching that. So she's bringing to this program a totally different perspective than I'm bringing. But you put us together, and I'm going to tell you, you got a powerful situation going. You're going to love this seminar. Now, there's part of you that's wondering, well, I wonder if I should spend the time and the money. Listen, you're going to spend the time and the money anyway. Do you know that I don't know of one other place anywhere in the world where you can go where they literally teach you how to earn money? School doesn't teach it. It doesn't teach it. People leave school with all kinds of knowledge, but they don't know how to earn money. Why do you think brilliant people are broke? Do you think it's an accident? Why do you think it is that people who are functionally illiterate, can neither read nor write, are earning millions? Do you think that's an accident? They understand something. This is not an intellectual exercise. This is an emotional exercise. This is emotional intelligence. This is where we're going to wake up a side of you that you didn't even know was sleeping. Listen, what were you earning a year ago? What were you earning the year before that? Do you know something? That's what you're going to be earning next year if you don't change something. Now, I'm telling you, this works. Don't think about this, and don't ask anyone what they think you should do. Ask yourself, what do I think I should do? Now, you know what I'm telling you will work. You see, when you hear the truth, you'll know it. It resonates with the essence of who you are. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not telling you something I just read out of a book. I'm telling you something I've been experiencing for years. If I can earn millions of dollars, you can earn millions. Now, if you're struggling to get by and your income isn't that high, you'll probably think, oh, this has got to be pie in the sky. No, there's no pie in the sky. There isn't. But I'm going to tell you something. Money's in the air. It is in the air. You know the song, Love is in the Air? Well, money's in the air, and you can attract it. Ray Stanford was right. It doesn't talk, but it sure as hell can hear, and I'm going to show you how to call for it. You come into this program. It's 3 days. We will expand your mind. We will cause you to see things that you never even dreamed of in the past. Make up your mind right now. Right now. Don't ask anybody. Hit the button and register. And get your friends to come with you so that you can brainstorm it afterwards. I'll look forward to meeting you there. You come on up and shake hands with me and tell me that it was this video that tipped you over the edge that got you to come, because you're going to want to thank me for listening to it. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you in the Science of Getting Rich seminar. It's Bob Proctor, and thank you. Oh yeah, and remember, it can't talk, but it can hear, and if you call, it'll come. Bye-bye.